Sweet.
Here it comes, everybody. Let's back it up and suck it in.
Hey.
Oh, wait. This volume's wrong. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Test, test. Hoy, hoy. All right. It's time. It starts in 3, 2, 1. Coming up on TMS. It's 2 a.m. What are you going to do, hotshot?
Hey, Bill, what's in the jar?
Need more men.
Bugs will save us.
Quit telling me how it ends.
Tom, well, here's how it's going to end. Tom's Tech Time and Recommendals and more on this episode of The Morning Stream.
TV experience. TV and movies. TV. Xbox. Watch TV. TV. Watch TV. TV and TV remote. TV experience. TV. Sports TV. Anybody? TV. Xbox, go home.
What's the window situation?
Ladies, we heard you. This is the morning stream.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to TMS. It is the morning stream for November 14th. What is it, Wednesday? Yeah.
Wednesday.
2018. It's 9:03 in the a.m. I'm Scott Johnson. There's Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Scott. Boy, you sound like garbage.
Yeah,
and not the good kind that Mike Iceworm likes.
No, but you know the pain. You had this last week. You know all about it, or whatever this is. I don't know what the hell's going on, but man, it laid me low yesterday. I can tell you that. And it was one of those colds where it's like, or whatever this is. I guess it's a cold, or maybe it's turned into something else. But
yeah, it
just hit me like a ton of bricks, and I just barely could move. It's just like, and I didn't have a fever or anything. It's not like flu bomb or anything. But all I want to do is lay around. It's like my body was like, stop moving around, stop trying to get things done, just sit still, pet the dog, and go to sleep. And so I did. I slept a lot yesterday, which is probably why I was awake like a freaking idiot at 2 a.m. this morning.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, that's the part that sucks. Because, I mean, you can't just say, oh, I'm sick. I better do my best to stay up during the day so that I can sleep at night. Because your body's like saying, no, rest now.
Yeah.
Rest, you're sick.
That's
I need
right.
to heal.
That's right. Also, by the way,
Warrior needs food.
Valkyrie needs food badly. I was over at my sister's place on Sunday, or I guess it was Sunday, and I think some of the kids there got me sick. That's what I think happened. So I'm blaming family get-togethers on this one. And
just like the AirPods.
Yeah, just like the AirPods. That's true. I did, didn't I? They were under the couch the whole time. Maybe the virus is under the couch.
They were coming from the house the whole time.
Yeah, they never left the building, it turns out. But right. Anyway, a little bit of kid
No,
crud.
it probably was. I mean, I'd say, because nobody in your immediate family, the people who live with you on a daily basis.
Yeah, nobody else is sick.
Connor, Nick, none of them are sick. So.
No. And Taylor came over today, who's looking very pregnant. And I'm like, you probably want to stay like 30 feet away from me, sweetie. I don't want to give you this. She's like, yeah, I don't want that. So.
God.
No. Anyway, it's fine. Here's a question I got for you, though. So, about 2 o'clock in the morning, and sorry, no shows yesterday. We put it up on the Twitter thing. There's always people who don't read that, but, sorry about that. There was no show.
I'll even people who joke around and say, where's the show? Just kidding. Feel better.
Yeah. At least they were real quick about letting me know they're kidding. And I had the shortest temper yesterday. It didn't matter who or what. If something rubbed me wrong, I was so pissed. Like, it was part of the illness, it felt like. It was like, Kim would say, hey, did you do the thing? I'm like, what freaking thing are you talking about? Like, I'm just cranky. I'm a pisser when I'm sick. I'm really not fun to live with.
Oh.
I'm not. I'm like the opposite of my normal happy self, and that sucks. So don't spend time around me when I'm ill.
That does suck.
But today, 2 o'clock this morning, I wake up, and I have the sorest throat. Like, I'm sure it's strep. It hurts so bad. Can't find any of the white spots, so I think I'm okay. But I don't know. May have to go in eventually. But I wake up, and it's just like, oh, I can't swallow. This is a freaking nightmare. This is getting worse by the second. But then I couldn't sleep. I got up, peed, thought that might help. Lay back down. No, can't sleep. My brain's 1,000 places. So I decide to try reading my book. I do that for a little while, this book I'm on. It's a good book. I'm enjoying it, but it's not really doing the trick. I'm not feeling tired while I'm reading it. Usually, if I read late at night, I'm tired and I go to bed. Then I decided flip on ye old iPad and watch a King of the Hill episode. This is kind of a Brian tactic, I think.
Yeah, this is me. I watch something comfortable, familiar, something that I don't care if I fall asleep halfway through.
Is it something from
TV experience. TV and movies.
Is this from TV? You'll watch something on TV?
You know, Xbox, hey, I got a TV. I want an Xbox.
Yeah.
Now I want a PlayStation. Bye.
Well, that was a rough year for them. They kind of had the wrong message. But at any rate, so I took Brian's advice and watched a little TV, and I thought, you know, King of the Hill, comfort food kind of show, just sort of chill. It's slow going, funny, lighthearted. Still didn't matter. Couldn't sleep, watched like an episode and a half, and I'm like, this is annoying. So I got up and I just walked around until 4 a.m. Just walking around the house, kind of just walking, like some kind of weirdo at 4, walking around the house. Yeah. And then that finally did it. I finally got back to bed, and then I woke up this morning at like 7, and now suddenly at 7, I could go on another 9 hours if I had to.
Sure.
I could sleep all day. So what the hell, body? Just take your freaking pick. Either I'm tired. Oh, I hate it. I should be tired at 2, not tired at 7. So lame. Anyways,
well, was
that's how my night went.
Part of it, it may not have been all, you know, the waking up at 2 and not being able to go back to sleep may not have been all just that you got a lot of sleep during the day. I mean, I think it was that you just couldn't turn your brain off. You couldn't shut down and not be thinking about, oh, I can't be sick. I've got this work to do, or oh, these people are really ticking me off.
So bad yesterday.
We won't go into that.
There's one in particular who really rubbed me wrong, and all it is the normal thing he always does. It's just the thing he always does, but this time caught me right in the cheese, and I just went. Yeah. I muted him on Twitter. I may mute him in here if I see him. Like, right. I'm just annoyed with him, and that didn't go away either. I was so pissed at him last night. And of course, you know, whenever I get a little fried up like that stuff, I have to text Brian. That's who I have to tell. So I'm like, exactly. Brian, I have to vent to you.
I was, we were driving back from Puzzled Pint last night, which again was a blast, and the most freaking diabolical Puzzled Pint ever. It was all about all the puzzles. The through line was Da Vinci, Leonardo da Vinci, and so for the final meta puzzle, which is the one where you use stuff from all of the previous puzzles. Yeah. You actually had to create, I guess, I mean, there's nobody who's still working on it. It ended last night. You had to create a gyrocopter, a Leonardo da Vinci gyrocopter. And in the process of doing that, you're cutting up a picture of the Last Supper, and you've got to put Jesus's head and his feet on this other page where there are feet and heads and match up the numbers. And then his hand will point to another letter and use that letter with 2 of the other puzzles to figure out to basically translate a code. It was absolutely brilliant.
Was Dan Brown in charge that night, or what's going on over there?
You'd think, right? Yeah. I know. It was such a brilliant Puzzled Pint last night. But
one of my favorite images he ever made is that gyrocopter. I think that's awesome. Super cool.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah. I kind of steered my team wrong almost right from the get-go. The second puzzle involved taking words and matching them up with pictures and kind of doing a connect the dots thing across. Yeah. And at the very beginning, she says, "Hey, the people who hand the sheets out said, hey, did you bring scissors and tape today?" And I said, "Oh no, usually I have them with me, but tonight I don't." She's like, "No problem." She hands out, gives me scissors and tape. And so we get to the second puzzle, and I see this circle and these lines you've got to draw across it, and it says, you know, you have to figure out where the strings intersect the squares, blah blah blah. So I immediately thought, oh, I've got to cut that circle out, and we've got to turn the circle until the strings intersect, or the lines intersect the squares. Yeah. Well, apparently we didn't need to do that. So I rotated that thing around trying to get squares and lines to match up for 360 degrees until we got it all the way back around to the start and said, oh, look, they match up this way. I guess we didn't even need to cut this thing out.
So is it a speed thing? Whoever gets it first is winner? Is that how it goes?
It is. Yeah, and there's basically there are standings. They keep track of your time you start, the time you finish. However, There are no prizes, and you can go up and get help from them anytime. So there's not really it's a competition only in spirit of like, all right, hey, we did this in an hour and a half this time, or we did this in 2 hours this time, whatever.
Nobody's walking away with a giant check or anything every night.
No. You're really doing it for the fun and the experience, and that is, I love that. I love the fact that there isn't this pressure and this like team hatred when I really butcher things and screw things up and say, let's cut this sheet up for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Low stakes is good, but fun,
Yes, exactly.
and that's good. So
we did need that circle cut out anyway for the gyrocopter, but I didn't need to do it that early.
Oh, I see. Well, then, so you were telling me you were driving home or something, and
oh yeah, I was driving home, and that's when I got the text from you about your anger, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get home and catch up with all this stuff.
it wasn't that big. It was
you don't get riled up, you don't get angry very easily.
It's very, very
angry
rare.
Maybe 3 times in the 10 years we've been.
Yeah, and in all
together.
3 times, it's usually something like this, right? It's usually some stupid internet thing that just rubbed me wrong or something. Yeah. And so, yeah, I don't do it very often. That's why my kids are afraid of it. Like, they get afraid of me if I get mad because it's so rare. Kim can get mad, and they're like, oh, that's just Kim getting mad. But when I do it, they're like, oh, my gosh, Dad, you're scary when you're mad, and that's this sort of thing. Well, it's because they're not used to it. I just rarely get mad. And yesterday, everything pushed me the wrong direction. Like, I was so annoyed in the morning. The dogs came in, jumped on our bed. They do this sometimes in the morning. It's fine, whatever. They're goofing around. They jump up there, and they're wrestling around. And Kim's still there with me, and she's like, wants them off, so she kicks what she thinks is toward the dog. Instead, she kicks me right in the shin. And it was just a mistake, right? She didn't mean to.
Yeah.
But I was like, frick. I can't even be in my own bed without my wife. Like, everything made me mad, even though I should have probably laughed at that. I was just irritated. So
yeah, when you get in a mood like that, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Listen, missing a show yesterday allowed me to get some freelance work done. It also allowed me to get go through Dead Cells about 100 times.
Oh, good.
That stupid Archer, that elite.
Yeah, he's a pain.
He is a pain. I haven't gotten past him. I want to get past him so I can get the vine rune so that I can start tickling the vine things on the ground so I can access some more areas.
Yeah,
people who don't play the game have no idea what the hell I'm talking about.
Well, the ones that makes the vines grow, I got that early, like way early. When did I get that?
According to the website I found, because I was like, I stepped on like tickle. All right, I'm tickling and nothing's happening. Tickle, 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 tickle. Nothing's happening. And the website said, yeah, you need to get the vine rune before you can tickle those things on the floor to make them
grow. Yeah, I got that. I want to say I got that well before I got the Archer guy.
Yeah, he said Altasire says Vine Rune is real early after the first elite. Yeah, it's that first elite that I'm having problems with.
Oh, that's the one you're stuck on. Oh.
That's the one I'm stuck on. That stupid Archer. That first freaking elite.
Oh, I know. You know how I beat that guy? So here, okay, now I know who you're talking about. Here's how I beat that dude. This is great for the morning stream.
I got to get better at... no, I'm not using the shield. I'm using the... I always get the bow and arrows. And I need to get better at the duck and roll thing.
Duck and roll is huge with him. Also, jumping when he does his floor fire thing is important. I always have, when I've beaten him easily or handily, is when I've had those shredder things that they're like turrets that shoot the things out both sides, and I have 2 of those equipped, so I'm like, both the trigger buttons and bam, those are down.
Really? So I usually try and get the wolf trap and then one of those sinew.
Oh yeah, F the wolf trap. That thing can bite me. I hate the wolf trap.
Okay. All right.
But this way, you just double up on your damage, and he doesn't actually attack those. He'll damage them incidentally, but he won't attack them, so they'll last a long time, and by the time they're gone, you can put 2 more out, and you'll take him down in short order. It won't be too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, because you need those vines. Vines are awesome. Oh, my gosh. They changed the whole game. You can go anywhere.
I totally
now.
need the vines.
Yeah.
Tyros X7 says, try grabbing the shield to use life slower. Really? Okay, I'll get the shield next time.
I'm the same with shields. I'm bored with shields. I don't like shields. So I'm with you on the shields. Yeah. I don't think you need a shield. I like a nice melee weapon.
The ranged attack with the bow and arrow.
Yeah, for me, so here's what I usually do. a melee sword of some sort. I like the fast ones. And then in the second slot of main attack, I like the ice freezing ball thing.
Yep.
And then I have the 2 shredders in the other slots. I'm good. I don't need anything else.
Okay. All right.
Like that's your whole schmear. I don't even have a bow anymore, and I like the bows as well, but I don't like pine for them. And also the game, every run is different. Sometimes you'll end up with stuff you never planned on, and that's part of the fun, is figuring out how to deal with it when you have something else. But yeah, ice is good.
That game is so great, and really, I'm delving through it as much as I can because I know come Friday, when Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee arrive. Well, I've only bought Let's Go Eevee, the new Pokemon.
Is that this week?
That is Friday, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was this week. Oh my gosh, that was quick.
So my game arrives, my new Pokeball accessory dumb thing arrives.
A bunch of stuff landed yesterday. Got Hitman 2 and the new Fallout thing happened yesterday.
Fallout happened, yep, exactly. So lots of stuff to play right now. This is and then Red Dead Redemption 2 still on everybody's mind. And I still need to finish Spider-Man at some point.
Spider-Man. You gotta beat Spider-Man.
So that I can play Persona 5 on the PS4. Well, too many games right now. Plus, my raid team probably would like me to, I don't know, come back to Furt Raid at some point. I think
probably.
Sure.
I'm at a bit of a stall and WoW as usual around this time. But part of it is because there are so many cool things to play. Video games, everybody. Merry Christmas. All right, should we do a Dunaway thing or something?
Please, let's do a Dunaway. Now that we've done a Boop show, let's do a Dunaway.
Let's do it. Let's get him.
Oh my God, we've got such a great prize to give away today.
Do we?
Yes.
I mean, not that I wouldn't believe you. I just,
No, this thing is so freaking cool.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down to clown all around town. Let's see. Here's the thing. Right here. Hey, look, everybody. It's Stump Dunaway. No, we don't call it that anymore. Battle Royale, everyone, with Brian Dunaway. He's on the phone right now. Hi, Brian.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi.
You're sick, too. Sweet.
I am sick. Were you sick? Are you also sick? I can't remember what
I
am
home today. I am home.
You seem better than me, though. Like, and by that I don't mean that I'm not saying I'm sicker than you. Therefore, it makes me
no
more
one
sick.
can compete with Scott and his sickness.
I know Scott wins all the sickness.
I just mean that you handle it better. Like you've always handled illness better since I've known you than I do.
Yeah, I do all right. I tell you. I just
Just take all the drugs.
I probably take way more medicine than you when I'm sick. It's like I'm not afraid of the medicines. It's like, oh, I'm sick. Give me something.
I am slow to take the meds. I'll give you that. Yeah. I took NyQuil last night and kind of regretted it because it made me feel weird and I don't like it.
Because every time I think everybody can relate to this. Anytime a spouse or significant other, anytime you complain and go, I don't feel well, and they go, have you taken anything yet? And you go, shit. I guess I haven't.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and take something so that I can complain.
Yeah. No, this is all true. I don't know. Whatever. My other problem is I don't think most of that stuff works, so I kind of have this bad attitude about it. So I don't think anything actually freaking works. Here's the deal. If you guys want to be participants in today's goofiness, you're going to want to call that phone number 801-471-0462 and be a part of Der Schoenheimen. I think we may have gotten a call already. Let's see. Is this truly a call? We're about to find out. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the show. Who's this? Hello.
Hello.
Hey there.
Hello. Hi, who's this?
Hello.
It's Josh from Texas.
Oh, Josh from Texas, going in for another run. Sounds good to me, buddy. Hey, it's good to have you here. How's life in Texas today? What's going on down there?
It's good and cold.
Yeah. You're stuck with Ted Cruz for another 4 years. Good luck with that.
What part of remind me what part of Texas you're in, by the way?
I northeast, just outside of Dallas and Tyler, in a little town called Canton.
Oh, that's right.
First Monday.
That's right.
Shoot, we're starting to get robot sound, by the way.
Are we getting robot? Is it from me too?
Yes.
Well, that's just great. That's just fantastic. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna try something here.
Okay. So and then Josh, let me know if you're in the chat room because we might just have you.
Yeah, we may do that. Did it really do it
give your
again?
answers there.
Why didn't it do it the other day?
I don't know. Why didn't it do it Monday?
It was fine that day. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do I sound better now?
You sound fine.
Perfect.
All right. Josh in the chat, which I don't know what name he goes by in there. You're still going to be our guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Josh, which one is you? Is you.
Josh, say something in the chat.
Say something in the chat. We're still going to use you. We're just going to use you remotely, and I'm going to figure that damn thing out. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, but are you sick too?
He was. There is.
Me?
You're still on the tail end, aren't you? But
I was. I still have the sniffles, but that's about all I've got. I mean, I'm.
Yeah. He doesn't have your projectile diarrhea,
God no.
Brian. So you're fine.
Mine's more of a dribble than a projectile. I just.
Is it speakers?
Just wanted to clear that up for anybody who was imagining the other.
Oh,
there's
Sphere,
a new imagery for your brain.
Sphere Seeker in chat is Josh.
All right,
that's
good.
him.
So Sphere Seeker, you are. Oh yeah, he says lost the call. No, we hung up on you.
Yeah, we had to because it sucked.
And he lost it, all right.
It's not his
all
fault.
right, so Sphere Seeker. Here are the rules. I'm going to give Scott and Brian Dunaway a topic. They're going to go back and forth with answers for that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, a repeated answer, or they take too long to come up with an answer, the win is going to go to the other player. Bah. Josh, your job is to predict who's going to come out on top based on the topic. Today, you are playing for, as I mentioned, one of the coolest prizes we've ever given away on TMS. This is the Zumo 32U4 robot assembled with 75 to 1 HP motors. Now, that doesn't sound very exciting, right? Until you go online and look at videos of what this thing can do. It can do object tracking. So, like you can move an object around in front of it and it'll always turn and point to that object. You can put it on a flat surface like a table and then like raise and lower edges of that table and it'll always turn so that it's pointing at the highest point.
Wow.
It does like sumo wrestling if you have 2 of these. It does color recognition. You can draw a maze on the ground and at first it'll like find it'll find the whole path of the maze, and then you'll start it again, and it'll remember the shortest path of the maze and do it that way.
Back up.
Oh, wow.
Back up. You said if you had 2, it would do sumo wrestling. So you mean it like takes its little robot arms and puts on its little robot knees and does a little
dance first, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Has a little robot thong on there.
I want this.
Yeah.
How can I win this?
You can't win this.
Yeah, you can't.
This sounds like it's like the Raspberry Pi of roboting. It's like
it really is. Yeah. I mean, this is I think over $150 prize if you were to buy a brand new one.
This.
Courtesy. This came to us courtesy of Jim Wright, who is on Twitter as Jim's Fridge. He's the guy, by the way, if you're an Nerdtacular aficionado, the Ibotinator trivia things that you guys used last year were designed by him. The little buttons that tell you on the video screen who is the fastest and all that stuff.
Yeah, he sat by
now
us.
I just friended Jim's Fridge because he's my new best friend.
He sat by us or sat right behind me during one of those because we were testing him, making sure everything was going to work okay.
Yes,
he was there.
Right, yes. Oh, dude is awesome. He is a programmer and teacher extraordinaire. That's why I think he gets these because he gets the educational discount, whereas everybody else who wants one of these has to pay full price.
Right. All right. Well, this could be yours,
I need
Josh.
this for educational purposes.
Exactly. So, Josh from Texas, or Sphere Seeker in the chat room, I didn't tell you the topic. Today's topic is, again, courtesy of Jamie, TMS Mashups. According to QSR, which is the restaurant statistics site, the top 24 fast food places based on their 2017 system-wide sales in millions of dollars. So basically based on how many millions of dollars they bring in.
So this isn't like who makes the best food. This is like who.
No, this is who makes the most money.
Right.
And fast food, quick service, isn't all in. I'm trying to figure out how to clue you into.
It's not limited.
It's not just burgers and fries.
Right.
Let's just put it that way.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not burgers and fries, but
it's not just burgers and fries.
Oh, okay. But it's mostly burgers and fries. Okay.
So who
Probably
do you
mostly burgers and fries.
Clue taken. Thank you.
yeah,
Vivid.
who do you think's going to win that, and who do you want to start there, Josh, in the chat? It'll take him a second to hear this. This is the problem.
It will.
This is the only problem with the whole chat.
Okay, so Scott goes first. Brian Dunaway wins is his prediction.
All right.
So,
I appreciate the faith. Let's do it.
A prediction for Dunaway. I think
Brian's on more meds. He might do better.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Or
Scott,
I might say something weird.
Could be.
Scott, you get to go first. So let's begin with you.
All right. I'm just going to go the easy one. McDonald's has to be on there.
Seems like the first one you'd want to pick, and it is number one on the list. $37.4 billion in 2017.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money.
Yes.
Crazy.
Well,
let's see, 13,194 locations around the world, I believe.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, okay.
And at least 10 in my hometown. All right.
That's right, exactly. Dunaway, how about you?
Well, I got to go with number 2, right? Burger King. He's got to be number 2, right? That's the
Burger King. You would think is number 2, right? No, it's number 4 on the list.
Okay.
Just over $10 billion with 7,000 locations, almost just a little bit over half as many as McDonald's.
Well, it's a lot of smoky Whoppers right there is what you got there.
A lot of smoky Whoppers.
Oh, but it always smells so good to drive by the Burger King.
Kind of does. Smells way better to drive by Burger King than it does McDonald's.
Yeah. I played bass for smoky Whoppers in the 90s. I'm going to go with Chick-fil-A. I'll bet they're number 2 right now.
Chick-fil-A is number 8 on the list.
Oh,
wow.
Interesting.
I thought they were
even $9 billion for Chick-fil-A.
All right.
With 1,882 locations.
All right, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go with since we're not just doing burgers, I'm gonna go with the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
The KFC, right? Number 13 on the list, $4.4 billion with 4,000 locations.
You know, they're doing the waffle deal with Aunt Jemima
Yeah,
now.
I saw that. That's what made me think about it. They're doing it's on the menu officially, chicken and waffles now on the menu at the KFC.
Yeah. It's a pretty creepy commercial where he's dancing with a giant bottle of syrup, but whatever.
All their commercials are creepy.
They're all pretty creepy. I'm going to go with Taco Bell. That's got to be 2.
Taco Bell.
Yeah,
not number 2, but they're up there. It's number 5 on the list, $9.7 billion. Just under 5,800 locations for Taco Bell.
Right.
All
right. All I'm doing right now is
number of
driving.
locations to money fascinating too, because it's like, all right, what's the amount of money per location kind of thing.
Right. Makes sense. All right. All I'm doing right now is driving around town in my head right now going, what other crappy places do we have? Every place I've ever been to has had a Wendy's, but I mostly stay in the southeast. I hope it's in the top.
We have them.
Top 24?
Yeah.
Top 24.
It is. It's number 6. It's actually higher than KFC and Chick-fil-A.
Really?
Number 6, $9.2 billion.
All right.
Yeah, square burgers.
Yeah, they are pretty square. And that one time there was had a foot mark in the one I ate. Anyway, let's
It's
see.
in the moon. Get off there.
Probably Panera Bread, probably.
Panera Bread. That's a great one. Yeah, 11 on the list.
Wow.
$5.5 billion and 1,112 locations.
A lot of money in fast food, it turns out, guys.
Yeah. And we just got one of those a couple years ago here in town, so it must be doing well if you come to my town. That's all I gotta say. Any restaurant in my town, it's a franchise. It's probably a big one.
Southwestern salad is the bomb. The bomb, I tell you.
The bomb. So speaking of bombs, bomb-de diggy. I like to head over to the Sonic when I'm eating some we need some tater tots. So how do they rank up there in the top?
Just under KFC, which puts them at number 14, $4.4 billion.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I wrote a B next to Sonic when I meant to write one under next to KFC. So since you said both KFC and Sonic, now I can put a B next to KFC instead of a little arrow, and now I don't have to keep track. Yeah,
they stopped doing car service with the roller skate ladies.
That's right.
Yeah.
Probably
maybe where you live.
Liability. Oh, do they still do it there?
I don't know. I haven't been in.
You should go over there and see, Brian. All right.
What are you doing here? I'm here for one of those awesome shakes and to see if you're wearing skates.
Yeah.
I'll bet that they wouldn't. I'll bet that they wouldn't tell a server that they couldn't wear skates.
Right.
Oh,
Unlike at the KFC, they always tell them don't wear the skates.
They always tell them right exactly.
Chicken grease and
in
skates.
Our greasy floor restaurant.
Yeah. You know what? I'm you know when I get a cold this bad, I'm usually starving all the time, and I am. Nothing sounds better to me right now than a big plate of chicken and waffles. I might go try theirs to see how bad it is. I might do it.
Yeah.
Right.
And let me make sure I clarify. I mean, fast food, quick service restaurants is probably a better description of these. So quick service
restaurants. What are you trying to tell me here? I'm trying to
Subway.
Right, okay, quick service
Subway. He just said Sonic. I'm going to say Subway.
No,
You're
Subway.
say Subway.
Yeah.
Back up to the top, number 3.
Wow.
$10.8 billion. Yeah, Jared doesn't scare him away, so you can
Not anymore.
Subway still bringing him in, which is surprising.
The problem with Subway is I don't mind Subway once in a while. It's fine. It just I always feel like everything tastes a little like dish soap there.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm just not I don't know why, but
it's all that yeast.
I've got a Jimmy John's, I've got a Jersey Mike's, I've got a
keep naming places.
Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
What else is big in your town?
I've got other sub shops around me that I can go to.
All right, Brian, you give one.
Well, another place that's close by all these places is Arby's. Everywhere I go, there's always an Arby's.
Oh,
freak. The meats.
We got some meats.
Yeah.
Number 16 on the list.
That's probably about where it belongs. Tell me how much money does an Arby's bring in?
An Arby's brings $3.6 billion with 2,340 locations. Let's see. Yeah, I wish this thing would say.
Does it say how much
average
diarrhea
sales per unit? Here we go.
Okay.
In thousands, average sales per unit, $1.1 million in sales.
Okay. Do they ever talk about how you get diarrhea from curly fries? Is that part of the data? Probably not.
I have never once gotten diarrhea from curly fries.
Dude, curly fries are gross. They're gross. They're gross.
You may have a gallbladder issue if you're getting diarrhea from the curly fries.
No. I'm saying specifically the Arby's I go to, their curly fries are nasty. Nasty.
Right. Our curly fries are amazing. We got a great Arby's. This seems to always happen, though. It's like if y'all have a crappy one of those, we have a good one of these. And also that makes... Is it my turn again?
Yeah. No, it's mine. Didn't he
just
say Arby's?
I just said Arby's.
Yeah, and I haven't said one yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Scott's,
Yeah.
But it just made me think of another one while I was talking.
Oh, well, don't say it. Gosh dang it.
Well, I'm not going to say it now because I'll give it to you. No thanks.
Carl's Jr. It might also be Hardee's because they're kind of the same company.
Yeah,
but I'll say
that's a good one.
Carl's Jr. / Hardee's.
Yeah.
Number 23. Ooh. So just barely on the list.
That's as it should be because remember, I got a dirt clot in my salad there once, and it was like magic sand. I went and poked it with a fork, and it went brah, and came out all dry on the inside. It was awful. Hate that place.
Yeah, $2.1 billion in 2017 with only 1,745 locations for Hardee's / Carl's Jr.
They're not what they used to be. They used to be bigger.
No. Yeah.
Remember they used to make those like
maybe
sexually charged video or
Oh
commercials?
yeah, Paris Hilton used to go on there and wash the cars and eat burgers, and I'm like, what am I watching right now?
Yeah. All right, Brian.
Oh, she's turning 40, by the way. That's odd.
Shut up. Paris Hilton's turning 40. Shut up.
Yeah, turning 40. How old do you feel?
Very.
Not old as Paris Hilton.
No.
All right.
Not as rich.
The place I was thinking, though, was talking about varied in services. I seem like I remember Scott always complaining about Domino's where you guys live, and our Domino's is awesome.
Ours is not.
And I'm hoping that Domino's is quick serve. I would assume so.
It is quick service.
Okay, good.
30 minutes or less quick service. Number 9 on the list is Domino's.
Nine's not bad.
9's not bad at
Yeah,
all.
that's pretty good.
$5.9 billion in 2017 with 5,195 locations.
Now I was getting that right, Scott. Your Domino's sucks dirt, right?
It does suck. Yours is good. Ours is bad.
Awesome.
Ours may as well be just curly fries in an oven. They're bad.
You guys still haven't gotten number 2. Out of the top
Really?
10,
What could be
2,
up there? I
2,
can't think of
7, and
anything else that would be
10.
high because I would have thought Chick-fil-A is weird as it is, and then
Oh, I know. The one that Eric always says wrong. Chipotle has to be on there.
Chipotle.
Yeah, is that up
It's
there?
on the list, but it's number 12.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh wow. We have no Chipotles. That's odd. Huh.
Yeah, I won't say anymore. I was about to say something else, and I'm glad I didn't. No, Chipotle, number 12 on the list, $4.4 billion.
yeah. Eric says Chipotle.
Chipotle, yeah.
Cracks me up.
Eric.
I know. What's he thinking?
Eric.
I love that that 3D rendering he did of your drawing.
Oh,
Man,
isn't that
was
cool?
amazing.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool. I want him to do more of
I
that.
want-
I want the
I
naked
want
Mario.
animation now.
Yeah, I told him that too. I said, dude, you should animate that. And he goes, hey, one step at a time, man.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
have to-
next I want the Akbar snack bar.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
3D rendering.
That would be pretty good. But he'd
And
have
then
to
I
go
want
get.
him to send me the pieces so I can 3D print it.
There you go. He has to go to get lunch at Chipotle first.
Chipotle.
Yeah. All right, Brian.
All right. I've been up and down all the roads in my mind here in our little town, and I know Pizza Inn is not a place you guys have.
I'm not saying
I've
whether
only
we do
seen,
or
like,
not.
a
Maybe
couple of those.
maybe I go there every day. I don't know.
Right. And then there's one shopping center where we have everything, and it's like we've already said Chick-fil-A, and we said Panera Bread.
Yeah.
I've never seen many Firehouse subs. I've seen a lot of Starbucks. Is it okay? How about Starbucks? Is Starbucks? Wait, can you?
Oh,
wait,
they're
I don't
number
wanna
two,
say
aren't
I'm
they?
still putting my finger on it.
No, I'll bet they're number
But that's
2.
it. But is that just a drink place? But they serve other things.
Oh, they
too.
have food there.
But
I get an egg thing there when I go there. It's
is
great.
that- all right, I'm gonna take taking my finger off the chess piece and going.
Is he-
Starbucks.
Number 2 is Starbucks.
Number
I was
two?
hoping- I was
Really?
hoping that the definition of quick service, yes. Yeah, number 2, man. These
Oh,
guys
that's
make
awesome.
$13 billion a
Holy
year.
Moses! And they just laid off 10% or 5% of their corporate workforce. So
Did they?
And now you can walk in and use their bathrooms.
No.
I always have, but I'm
You're white.
white guy.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I'm gonna. Oh boy, we're getting into some territory here. It's
Yes,
my
we
favorite
are.
burger, but I don't know if it's gonna be on the list. I kind of hope it is. Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
Five
Ooh.
Guys. Yeah,
We
like
have
go in there,
we don't
get
have
your,
one of those.
Get your peanuts, get your peanut allergies.
Yeah, yeah. Stay.
And
By the
you'll
way,
have
if you
to
have
do
a
it.
you have a peanut allergy, stay the hell away from that place. Oh my gosh.
And you'll have to do it after number 24 on the list because it is not in the top 24.
Wow!
Five Guys Burgers is not.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that
We
hurts.
don't have one of those
Did-
either. Yeah.
Josh in Texas, yeah, you nailed it.
Damn it.
Rounding out the top 24, you guys did really well. Dunkin' Donuts is number 7,
Really?
primarily on the East Coast. Pizza Hut. I was surprised you guys got Domino's and didn't go with Pizza Hut.
I
Dairy
forgot all
Queen.
about Pizza Hut.
I love
number
how you
15 on
emphasize
the-
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. I like that. That's good.
Hut.
Pizza
Yeah.
Hut, not Pizza Inn, but Pizza Hut. Dairy Queen, Little Caesars, Jack in the Box, Popeyes, Papa John's,
we said
Panda
Popeyes.
Express, Whataburger, and Jimmy John's, which I almost gave you. I kind of gave you, and nobody.
Oh,
nobody
Jimmy
took it.
John's. I
I
could
forgot
have.
about Zaxby's. That's not in the top
Zaxby's
25?
not in the top 24. We don't have
Oh,
Zaxby's.
good thing I
out
didn't.
here.
We
Good
don't
thing I
either.
didn't say that one. Is that more of an East Coast thing?
I thought
must be,
I thought
'cause-
Whataburger was. I had no idea that they were that big.
Whataburger, I think of the South. I know they're all over Texas.
They must have a real stronghold there because I wouldn't have put them in the top
They
25.
must. Yeah, 2,700 locations. So more locations than Panera Bread and Chick-fil-A.
You know why Potbellies isn't there? Because they're good and nobody puts anyone good in the top 20.
Right. Love Potbelly.
So good.
They have
Oh,
a
no, but
Thanksgiving
man.
sandwich out now that just sounds so good. Turkey and cranberry
Oh.
and stuffing on there.
Maybe
Ooh.
that's what I do today.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry right now. I can eat a horse. I'm not kidding. From the back.
Well, you
from,
may be. It's according to we're eating that. Your Domino's is.
So hungry. I can eat a horse starting from the back.
From the back.
Right.
I'd start from the back and work my way up until I finish this big sweaty nostril hole. That's how hungry I am. All right. Well,
gross.
he deserves one of these.
Congratulations. You're a winner.
And as a result, Brian will send you this little robot unit in the mail. But you have to
right.
email
Robot
him.
unit.
You have to send it to coverville@gmail.com because without that, he won't get your address. So get that all hooked up. And congratulations. And sorry about the dumb phone lines, but you've done well. Brian Dunaway,
What?
Oh, it's getting in my chest. It's so nice to have you on, and may you.
I got mine in my chest too. I took some medicine this morning to cough it up. And
Maybe I need that. What do you take? Mucinex? What do you like? What's good?
I usually take the Mucinex.
Yeah.
And
what else?
And right now, I'm just wanting to go take the Benadryl and just forget all my worries.
Oh, Benadryl's good for me too. That poops me out though. I won't be able to get anything done the rest of the day. And I got DTNS today. I got core tonight. I got a lot of stuff today. So I can't take anything that's going to poop me out. I got to have something that's.
Right.
I need some caffeine pills or something. Maybe that's what I'll do.
There you go.
Caffeine pills.
Yeah, we'll see. Dunaway, take it easy. Kiss my butt, and we'll talk to you later. All right. It's time for.
Kiss my butt.
This is your radio newscaster with another exclusive sensational summary of world and local events.
All right, let's do some news, and it's brought to you by.
It's brought to you by the Jawin Comic Book Drive. Hey, you got some comics sitting around? Support the 2018 Jawin Comic Book Drive for service members. For the past 4 years, comic book writer and podcaster Jason Inman has been collecting donations of comic books to send to the real heroes protecting the United States overseas, injured soldiers recovering in hospitals all over the world, and their family members back home. Visit comicdriveforservicemembers.com. Spell it out, no numbers. comicdriveforservicemembers.com for all the details. We love those guys, Jason and Ashley, and all the cool stuff they do.
They are great. Follow them on Instagram, too. They're always showing cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we got a question here that we need to answer. Why did Bill Gates, former CEO and founder of Microsoft, now billionaire philanthropist, why did he show up with a jar of human poop by his side at a conference?
He was giving a turd talk.
He was giving a turd talk. Very nice. I was hoping that I had that one in my head, but I wasn't sure it was going to work, and it worked. So well done. It almost sounded rehearsed, but it wasn't rehearsed. Brian just
actually, I really did come up with that in the last couple seconds.
A turd talk. That's
Turd talk.
amazing. Why? Here's why. It's not every day that one of the world's richest men walks on stage carrying a jar of human feces, but that's precisely what Bill Gates did in Beijing on Tuesday. The Microsoft founder was in China to talk toilets at the Reinvented Toilet Expo. Reinvented Toilet Expo, the RTE. Anyway, an event showcasing the latest in high-tech sanitation to entrepreneurs, development banks, and government agencies. Improving the technology behind toilets is one of Gates' self-confessed obsessions. He said, it's been done this way for centuries. What's been the latest advance in toilets? Double-ply toilet paper? He joked on stage. That's funny because he doesn't joke ever.
Right, no kidding.
Through the foundation, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to get to the point of why he brought the poo with him. But anyway, according to the World Health Organization...
Look, it's a jar of Microsoft Vista.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. He had to have... The poo must have been produced on the site or something, because he can't fly overseas with a jar of poop.
Yeah, right.
Unless he's got his own plane, I guess. Right?
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, I'm sure he's got his own... Well, he's got his own plane, but I don't think it's a cross-the-ocean kind of plane. I mean, your Jetstream and stuff, I think you use for domestic, but you probably still have to... I don't know how that works, now that I say that.
What was that old plane that was supposed to be the hot new thing, and then they quit making them? Concorde. Maybe he's got one of those.
His own Concorde?
He's got his own Concorde. Yeah. Whatever happened to that? That went away. That was a thing for a while, and then no one wanted the Concorde. Did people die in it or something?
Phil Collins ruined it with his whole Live Aid thing.
Oh, well done,
like,
Phil. Gosh dang it.
Phil Collins flew in this one. Oh, forget it. I don't care.
Forget it. It says, this is a small amount of feces, he said, brandishing the jar of excrement. He says, could contain as many as 200 trillion retrovirus cells, 200 billion Schelliga bacteria, and 100,000 parasitic worm eggs. Anyway, he just had as an example. But remember, famously, he's the one that came to the malaria TED Talk conference. Not a turd talk, but a TED Talk, and opened up a bottle of mosquitoes. Remember that? And it flew all over the audience and stuff, and he was like, if these were...
Developers!
Yeah, that'd be great. Except that was, what's his name? That was...
Balmer.
Balmer. What's he doing? What's that guy doing?
He's just in a corner sweating and yelling somewhere.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn!
Dabbing sweat off with his money. Big stacks of money.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Owns the Clippers or something, doesn't he? Something like that.
I think so.
Doesn't seem to be nearly as civic-minded as his buddy Bill.
No, not the philanthropist like Bill.
No.
He took his money and just said, "Yeah, this is good for me. I'll see you."
Yeah, see you guys later. It's funny though, because most of the Microsoft founders, the one that just passed away, I can't think of his name.
Oh yeah,
Allen, Barry Allen. No, Gary,
Yeah.
John Allen, Bill
John
Allen.
Allen? John Allen?
John Allen, Hank Allen, Paul Allen. Gosh dang it.
Paul Allen. Thank you. Yes.
That took a
Could
lot
not
out
come
of
up
me.
with his first name.
Anyway, he was way more philanthropy-minded.
Alan Alda.
Alan Alda, that's the guy. A beej. All right. Paul Allen is the fastest man alive. What? Is that a different?
This is the Barry Allen joke.
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm a little slow, chat room. These things are going to seep in slowly today. Let's see. Check this out. A woman is successfully suing a dating agency for lack of men.
Oh.
Now,
she's obviously not on Ashley Madison.
I have something to confess here. I used to work for a company. One of the products they made was a dating site. This is back in 2004-05, in that era. And it was supposed to be like, true matching with people because we got this algorithmic test that you take, a little bit like the what's his name, the eHarmony guy thing. We were kind of riding on that. And I have a huge confession to make. There's no way that test did anything. There's no way it even mattered.
It was just who was available, basically, kind of thing.
It was from like this famous psychologist, but I'm telling you, it was all hokey majokey. I mean, all of it.
Yeah.
Then the second thing...
The only thing that it matched was somebody in this list to somebody in that list.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are a match because you're both in lists.
Yeah, you're in the list, and there was some scoring and stuff that maybe had something to do with it, but it just really didn't matter. Yeah. So there was that whole thing, which I never believed, and plus I saw how the sausage is made. I'm like, there's no way this is real, you guys. Well, it doesn't matter if the customer believes it's real. I'm like, oh, that's great business. Anyway, then the other thing I'm here to tell you, that I'm here to admit, is that there are never enough men on these things. Our biggest problem running that site for however long we ran it, I don't remember now, 2-3 years, was tons of women, or sorry, the other way around. Not enough women. Which may actually go contrary to this article. There weren't a lot of women on it. There were tons of men.
That's what, okay. So when you said that was the problem with not enough men, I'm like, wow, really? I would not have expected that. But okay, saying that it's the other way around, that totally makes sense. It's like ladies night at a bar. Wow, 4 ladies showed up because they got a free drink.
yeah. So I said that wrong at the top. But it's actually the opposite problem. So that's why I'm surprised she got this to be a thing. But maybe dating sites have changed a lot. I mean, that was like 14 years ago or something. So it's been a while. But anyway,
maybe it's like, the marketing is bad. It's like we're only looking for sensitive men who don't like sports or cars or video games. Yeah, men who like gardening and just gazing longingly at their wives.
we had to approve photos every day that people put up profile photos. Can't tell you how many wiener pictures we took down. Just like tons.
Really?
Oh, it was all the time. It's a dirty underbelly. The online dating stuff. It's not what everyone thinks it is. Like they get
I'm sad, but I'm not surprised.
eHarmony, where you're gonna meet the thing of your dreams. Is this, that, and the other? And you're like, no, you guys are just
literally
like everyone
gonna
else.
see the thing of your dreams.
Yeah, you're gonna see the
your nightmares.
Yeah, the penis of your nightmares. Anyway, here's what happened. Divorce-seeking wealthy boyfriend has won 13,100 euros in damages from an elite dating agency after it failed to introduce her to the match she hoped would possibly be the, quote, man of her dreams, father of my child, unquote. Teresa Berkey had sued 7030, based in Knightsbridge, central London, for deceit and misrepresentation. The High Court ruled it misled the businesswoman about its exclusive membership.
I'm guessing 70-30, the name of the company, is also the ratio of women to men on this on their site.
Yep, that's what I was going to think and say. Of course. In fact, they don't even say what the number's for. But what else would it be?
Right.
70-30.
70-30. I mean, it's a weird. Unless it's we keep 70% of the profits for ourselves and 30% go to payroll, or. What are the chances we'll be in business? 70-30.
It's what Valve pays people who put games on Steam. They get a 30% cut. And
really?
And the developer gets 70. Same with Apple. Apple's got the 70-30 deal going. I think Google does too for Google Play stuff if you buy them there. Not sure, but that's like the common thing, and so it's a weird name for a dating place.
It really is. So if you were single,
Yeah.
would you
No.
would you consider a site like this? You would not.
I would never. None of them. Plenty of Fish, Match.com, none of that stuff. Twooger. What's it called? My brain is not working.
They're a Twooger?
What is it? It's a swipe right
You're
and
not
left.
thinking Tinder.
Tinder is what I meant.
Oh, that's not for dating, really.
Well, no, it's for hooking up, right? That's all that's
a quick
for.
shag. Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
I don't think I would. I think I would try to do. Okay, let's say right
Would
now.
you go hit the singles bars, Scott?
No, I wouldn't do any of this. I think what I would do if something happened to Kim and I was to start over, I don't think I would. I think I'd just be.
Well, that's the thing.
Grandpa.
I'm not saying what do you do if something were to happen to Kim? Like, let's say, alternate reality, you and Kim never met, or she never called you to threaten you when you got cold feet.
Yeah. No, that's a great question. In that case, and let's say I'm 22 or something. I mean, maybe. Right. But what I would hope would happen is I'd be in college, I'd have friends, we'd be at parties, I'd meet somebody. Like, there's other.
Sure.
I like those ways. I like the flesh and blood ways. The other stuff's just creepy and weird.
Really? Yeah. See, I actually don't mind it. I mean, I wouldn't use Tinder, but I probably would consider
Grindr.
I certainly wouldn't do Grindr. How about onlybears.com?
Oh yeah, Idaho Bears. Get in there and get that going.
Idaho Bears? I said only Bears. What
Well,
did you think it said Idaho?
Idaho Bears. The reason I say Idaho is they are famous for their big hairy gay men scene. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. According to a friend of mine who says he calls himself a bear. Sure enough, he's the stereotype. He's huge, really hairy, kind of almost looks like a biker guy, but then wears nothing but a little leather vest and he fits the stereotype 100%. And he always says Idaho's where it's at.
That's funny.
If you want to really
crazy.
get deep into
You're looking for bears, go to Idaho.
Yeah. If you want that culture, you go there. I don't know why.
Lots of people in the chat room saying that they met their wife, their significant other, their fiance on stuff like Match, OkCupid. Nobody's saying I met my wife on Tinder. I think that's a phrase that nobody ever says, right? I met my wife on Tinder.
Yeah. And there is no Twooger, so don't worry about that one.
Twooger, so now we can start that one. Twooger.
I probably would if I was in the range. I think it's hard. It's hard for me to think outside of the box I'm in right now.
Of course.
It just feels weird.
And also probably, just with your experience working for one of those companies and knowing the way the sausage is made, or really just kind of thrown on the floor and hope that two of them land on each other.
They owe me money too.
It's it's probably probably a little distasteful.
Oh yeah,
to you.
Yeah. To me it goes down not so smooth. Let's see. We'll do one final story here.
Okay.
How about this one? A Antarctic scientist stabs a colleague who kept telling him the endings of books he was reading. And this is a bigger problem because they are stuck in the middle of nowhere, Antarctic. Right. So that's worse than
like
if
the
you're.
Thing.
Yeah. Now I used to work. Speaking to the guy that did the site with, I used to work for this dude who the morning after the latest Harry Potter book came out. Mm-hmm. I walked into the office, and the first thing out of his mouth, I was like, "Good morning, everybody," and the first thing out of his mouth was, "Dumbledore dies." Because he was just...
Wow, what a jerk.
He was an a-hole about that stuff. He was such an a-hole about that stuff. Oh, I could tell you some stories. They'd probably get back to him. And he owes me money, so I shouldn't say anything. I'm a total a-hole, though. Anyway,
you probably hear this. And he owes me money.
Yeah.
Like, well, then all right. I think it's...
Yeah, totally owes me money. He owes me a lot of money. I don't want to even talk about how much.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You know the one. I've told you
now
about
I know.
it.
Now I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. This bugs me. Anyway,
Oh,
these guys did this thing. Scientist plunged a kitchen knife into his colleague as he was fed up with the man telling him the endings of books. Sergei Savitsky, age 55, and Oleg Belosnegozgovkov, 52, would pass the lonely hours during the harsh years together in a remote outpost in the Antarctica by reading. However, Savitsky became angry after Belagovskov kept telling him the endings. It has been claimed, daily report, that the victim is now in intensive care with a knife injury to his heart.
Jeez.
He was flown from Russia's Bellingshausen Research Station in King's George Island to Chile.
Bellingshausen is probably how I'd. Yeah.
They went to Chile for.
Yeah, because it's that's the closest country to Antarctica.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems crazy to me.
The tip of Chile is the southernmost.
Interesting.
The southernmost point.
I would have never guessed that they would do that. That's just.
Or at least the, if not the closest, it'd probably be the best hospital closest to Antarctica.
Okay. They specialize in kitchen knife stab wounds, so gotta get them there.
Ugh, yeah, right.
Savitsky is back home in St. Petersburg under house arrest. He's been charged with attempted murder. It is believed to be the first time a man has been charged with a murder in Antarctica. So that is the first time that continent has ever had a murder charge associated with it. End times, everybody. End times.
Wow. Yeah, no kidding. Jeez.
That's crazy.
Yes, girl has sex with Gray in his dungeon. There's ending to 50 Shades.
At the end, Lenny kills, or what's it? I can't think of anything. Like I just imagine this wiener there, right? Like, what a jerk!
Exactly.
What a jerk. All right, we're gonna take
Tyler Durden turned out to be same guy.
He was same guy whole time.
Same guy whole time.
Take that, Savitsky. Or no, the other guy. No, wait. Yeah. Savitsky.
Belogazov.
Yeah, Belogazov is the one that's got the heart wound.
He's the revealer.
He's the jerk. Although I don't think he deserved what he got, but whatever. They're in a remote test station. This almost could be a movie. Someone should make a movie about these two guys.
Oh my god, that'd be great. Except and they should start the movie with the ending.
Yeah. It's like starting the horse with the
There
back.
you go, Alanis. There's your irony.
There's true irony.
Actually, it's still not irony.
It's still not really, is it?
No.
Break time. When we come back, Tom's Tech Time, recommendals, all that stuff. So hold tight for that. Before that, though, musical interlude from Brian Ibbett.
Yeah. Oh, great stuff today. Philadelphia band called Civil Discord. These guys started out in 2014 releasing their debut EP called Might As Well Be Friends. They followed up in 2015 with Inner Beauty. I think we've played something from Inner Beauty. I think we've played Civil Discord on the show before. This is brand new, though. This is the brand new album from, singer